Hello, welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is Gerkinman, and this is Tomb Raider, but you already knew that because you clicked on the thumbnail. I have two guests with me this week. One of them it is their first time on this particular game, so we'll get him to go first and tell us his favourite Tomb Raider experience from his entire life.
Fun. I'm Carbon Water, and I don't really play Tomb Raider games.
What?
Games, so I don't know why I'm here.
You're here because I invited you here.
Oh, right, of course, got it.
Who's that giggling in the
He
background?
just like meandered into the call.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you guys doing it?
Join a call? Okay.
Hi, Jess, who are you?
Hi, everybody. Wow, rude. Way to cut me off. Hi, everybody. It's Nimir, or Jess. And I'm back. 3 episodes later. I'm sorry.
Yes. I'd like to apologise for the rape joke in the first episode too, everybody. These things happen sometimes. Sometimes these things happen on the internet, and we all feel bad about it. But we've moved on since then because it's 2014, and you know, this isn't Tumblr, so no one's going to start a hate blog about it. Because this is YouTube, and YouTube is
Social justice warriors.
no one's the social justifiers on YouTube that I know of. I don't think I've ever seen anyone try it.
Never.
Never. So, Dylan, you've never played a
Yes.
Tomb Raider game from memory.
Well, I have played a Tomb Raider game.
Oh, that's
I
right.
played a little bit of that remake of the first game.
You mean Tomb Raider Anniversary?
Yeah, I think so. That was the one where there was a puzzle at the start, and I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I know
Where's
your
the
feel.
guns and shooting bears and stuff? I don't understand.
There's no bears in this game, actually. There's no bears on
Oh.
this island, which is unfortunate. This is the one time I got stuck, and it's because the game basically let me do what I wanted. And then I was like, wait, I can climb everything. I gotta say, the climbing in this game feels, it's very Assassin's Creed-ish, I guess. It feels really good.
It's not very Uncharted, you would say?
I haven't played Uncharted. It's kind of weird, actually, because we can get into that. I remember when Sony first announced Uncharted, and everyone was calling it Dude Raider, because it was basically Tomb Raider with a dude. And then this game came out, and everyone was accusing it of stealing from Uncharted. So it's kind of like this weird circle. But I haven't actually played the Uncharted games yet. I do have the trilogy sitting there, and I'm actually going to play the first one after I'm finished recording Kingdoms of Amalur. Or Amalur. And I'm excited to play it, actually, because watching this Tomb Raider video again, because I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I love the hell out of it, actually. It's one of probably my favorite game of last year. But yes, I'm excited to play Uncharted. Did you play the Uncharted games?
I played a little bit of the Uncharted games, and I'm like, this is the game. It's got puzzles in it. Yep.
That's how you know it's a game.
Yep.
This has puzzles in it. It must be a
Uh-huh.
game. You, Jess, you haven't played any of the Uncharted at anyone's house or anything?
No. Never.
Never. That's okay.
Ever.
I played about the first 2 minutes of the third one at a mate's place a couple of weeks ago on his projector, and I was like, this looks really pretty. I don't know what's happening because it's the third game. I was just like, what? What is this?
That's okay. I played the first game and I got the exact same vibe, so...
Oh. Normally that's not how you want to start a game. Or is it?
I don't know.
Anyway, we're traversing, and I'm reminded how pretty this game is. All the weather effects and everything. That's weird because they've just released. This will give people an idea of when we're recording this. They just released the definitive edition for the current gen systems. Where
How come you didn't record that version? You have to record the shitty version.
because I am not going to buy one of the new consoles until there's a game worth playing on them.
You're saying this game isn't worth playing?
Well, I'm saying I could either pay full price for it on one of the new systems, or I could have bought it for $15 brand new from eBay on sale.
Huh.
And also retroactively, you know, I recorded this before those systems came out, so not this particular recording. Oh, yeah, there's some exciting things in here.
Pretty sure that was a bear. Bear's confirmed.
Confirmed for Brawl. Bears. Banjo Kazoople.
I just want the pack. That's
I like bones. Whenever I see bones and things, I think of Ocarina of Time. You know, you go into that room and to get the Sun Song, and you're in like the tombs, and there's the skeletons there, and like Navi will float around one of them, and then you put the lock on, but she doesn't actually lock onto it and tell you anything. It's just kind of like this weird thing that she does, and I never understood it.
Here's a hint. There's gonna be something that you can do here, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Figure it out for yourself. Yep.
No, there's just this one skull that she hangs around. She always flies over to it, and it's like, oh, there's nothing wrong.
Oh no, bear attack.
It's a pretty small bear.
Yeah, you know. It's not the Amazon, so they don't grow quite as large.
Those damn Amazonian bears, they're the worst. Yeah, this is pretty full on, Jess. It's a good time. I very much...
See, this is very inaccurate, though, because wolves will not attack you unless you provoke them.
She's provoked it by going into its lair.
Yeah.
I think it's like a video game thing, and I've noticed this. Kingdoms of Amalur has like a shit ton of wolves in it, and they're fucking annoying. But I can't think of any, like, most games that have you kill things have wolves in them.
They don't pee on your box, so they won't attack you ever again.
That's true. Either like a Skyrim and Oblivion that had wolves.
Sure.
Yeah, and you killed them, and then you took their pelt, and it was like, yes, I got wolves.
Well, I remember from
pelt.
Skyrim and Oblivion.
It's 5 cents.
Yeah, this is kind of boring. I don't get it.
Oh, that was your experience with the games.
Yep.
Something that's worth noting. I don't know if the old Tomb Raider games like this. Someone will fix me up in the comments to let me know how stupid I am. There's a bit of a Metroidvania type vibe to this, where you can't progress until you get a certain item, and then that opens up more. Like, that opens up new areas, but if you backtrack, it opens up older areas in new ways as well. Not that I did much backtracking in this. There's plenty of backtracking to do if you want to do it, but I didn't do any of it.
Well, I guess it's nice for things to be there for completionists.
Well, because that gaming convention, I guess, really became popular with Symphony of the Night. You know, after Super Metroid, that was the next game to do it, and it's a pretty common thing now. But is that like the Metroidvania type game level structure? Is that something that you guys actually enjoy, or do you prefer more linear stuff? Or
I guess it depends. It's okay if Metroid does it, but there was a Flash game that was released not too long ago, and it did kind of the Metroidvania kind of style, and I'm like, yeah, I played Metroid before. Big deal, guys. Get you some self-submersion ideas. Make a Mario game, fucking.
Why don't you go make a Flappy Bird clone?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're talking about Flappy Birds. That'll also give an indication of roughly when this was recorded.
The exact date is...
Fluffy Turds was just removed off the App Store. It wasn't Fluffy Turds, was it? Sorry, Flappy Birds. Jess got into Flappy Birds. Tell us about your experience.
My high score is 17.
There you go.
Oh no, wait. Actually, I think it's higher than that now. Let me double check. Since I have my phone
She's
right
still
next
got
to
a
me.
copy. That phone's worth $1 billion.
It is.
Let's sell it on eBay.
Let's turn this down. I have to actually do something to see my high score. I can't just. It doesn't show
That's
you.
okay. People want to know it's legit.
23. My high score is 23.
That's amazing.
I like the tweet that Hawk Diggity Demon put out. He's like, my high score on Flappy Bird is 99 billion. I close my eyes for our next challenge.
He's really good. He's really good at that game.
Yeah.
I gotta ask him for some tips. If I had a copy, which I don't, so I'm fucked basically.
Oh.
Yeah, because it doesn't even exist anymore.
Just play the online version.
Yeah, the
It's
MMO,
an
Flappy
MMO.
MMO.
That's amazing. Anyway, back to Tomb Raider. There's lots of these little cutscenes.
Take that up to the radio tower.
That's something we haven't talked about yet. I don't think I talked about this with the other guys too. Because we all remember the PS1 era Lara, where she had the weird face with the big lips.
Well, yeah, but I mean, really,
Well, I mean, Joanna Dark
Limitations.
from the same period. I mean, like, because they always had that like CG pre-render. You look at the CG pre-render of Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark next to like Lara Croft. There's a pretty big difference in. So what does people think of the redesign
I don't think I'm that.
now that she looks like an actual person?
With normal-sized boobs.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of these cutscenes, I thought it was kind of strange how they did them. Like, you'll enter an area, then it'll go into the cutscene, and somebody will wander in from nowhere. It's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna have a conversation for you. And as soon as they're done, they'll be like, okay, bye.
What in this?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
For every cutscene in the game.
Be careful, Laura.
You haven't played it? Oh my god. Have you got a time
Well,
machine?
I've seen gameplay. And
Oh,
like,
you've watched some like other LPs and things.
Yeah.
Is there a particular reason that
Nash
you
is
haven't
gonna
picked it
walk
up?
away,
'Cause I
and
mean,
now
like,
he's going to disappear.
oh, he'll still be there. There he is. He's just chilling with a fucked up leg. He's like, your dog, my leg's fucked. This is where shit opens up properly. I got all excited when I got this item. It's great.
What is it?
It's like now, like my pickaxe has been upgraded, so I can use it to climb rock walls. So it kind of like really opens up like the level structure. You can just like run up to not all walls, of course. There are some walls that you can't because it's a video game and they put those limitations on there. But
Don't want our players to clip out of bands or anything, because that'd be bad.
yeah, it does that thing where like anything you can climb on, they all kind of look the same, and it's subtle, so it didn't bother me that much, but I did kind of wish there was a little bit more variety. But there's like, if a rock wall, like all the rock walls you can climb on look like they're made out of the same, minerals or whatever, and anything you can climb on has like scuffed white paint on it, which I guess is from wear and tear of people constantly climbing on it in the past. Which was like, it was a nice visual cue to let you know that you can climb on it, and they kept it environmental instead of having it like glow for spastic people. It was I'm trying to think of that word. Like, it was a really natural way of conveying that it was a surface that you can
I can climb this.
interact with. I hate it when games are like, "Hey, dumbass, it's glowing. Climb on this." There you go.
So, in other words, Duke Nukem Forever?
Yeah, and because Duke Nukem Forever is gold, and like it didn't change depending on the like small items were just tiny in the road, so you wouldn't see them. Yeah, my sick climbing skills.
I can see why a lot of people are making connections between this and Uncharted, because
You
it
fall
seems a
down
lot
the-
of the climbable stuff are always shaded white or painted white. But in the Uncharted series, all of the climbable objects are usually a tone of yellow.
Oh.
So
I like how it shows the sparks, too.
Yeah, it's like flint or something. I was gonna.
Well, if you're hitting something metal against...
yeah,
rock,
exactly.
it's gonna spark.
Yeah.
What I like about this is, from what I can see, like whenever you go to jump onto like a ledge or something, instead of just making them jump and they reach it, it's like she flails like a person would.
Yeah, there's there's always tiny little attention to detail animations. You weren't there for one of the previous episodes. There was a sequence where I was walking along a cliff face on like a really narrow sort of like outskirt, and as she walked across it, there was just like this little subtle animation of her putting her hand out and running it along the side for balance. So even though it didn't wasn't a gameplay element, they recognize the fact that when people are walking along really narrow things as they wrap around surfaces, they tend to put their hand on there for for balance basically. And the game's full of really subtle little animations like that.
It. Yeah.
Everything feels really fluid too. Like everything just kind of like each movement you do flows into the next one, and it just controls really, really tight. Like I was really surprised because this is my first Tomb Raider game.
Yeah, like I noticed that like after you jump and fall or you land or whatever, it shows her hitting the ground as you would, and then
they put a lot of effort into it. This lighting's really nice too, actually.
Are there actually any tombs that you raid in this game?
I'm actually going to raid a tomb right now.
Oh,
but the tomb raiding
I was
is
about
up.
to call false advertising, but I guess I better shut the fuck up.
Take that. The tomb raidings are actually completely optional.
They're organized.
Uh-huh.
you basically, they're kind of like, the tombs are like mini, they're almost like Zelda puzzles. They're like these little puzzle rooms.
Huh.
There's not a whole lot of puzzles through the main story campaign. There's like a few key sequences where you have to like solve an environmental puzzle. But for the most part, it's like, especially once you get the guns and everything, so at the moment I just have a bow arrow and a pistol, but when you get more guns, it becomes very much like shoot the guys, shoot the baddies, and move on. But yeah, so I guess that's why they decided to put the tombs into their own, by making them their own sort of like thing on the side. It kind of like frees up the pace for the main story to be like really tight, and like the story moves really quickly, which I really appreciate. Whereas if you had these jammed and you were forced to do them through the actual story, I think it would have like broken the pacing quite a bit. So I'm kind of glad they made them optional. I only did a couple of them, but you know, if I was to replay it, I'd definitely take the time to. Now that I've like enjoyed it once and I've enjoyed the story, I'd probably play through it a second time to enjoy the actual these sort of elements of the game. And that's all I have to say about that. Wouldn't be a video game without crate pushing.
Nope. Gotta have crates in the game, or else it's not a video game.
That's right.
Well, yeah, jeez. That's just the way it goes.
Can anyone think of any game that doesn't have crates, exploding barrels?
Nope, you can't.
Super Mario Brothers have crates?
Yep.
Really? Yes. Yes, it does actually.
Yes it does. Crates confirmed.
Crates confirmed for Brawl. Little Mac was announced today. That trailer was great.
Yeah.
I got so psyched.
I'm still waiting for my Goku trailer though.
I don't think
That's
Goku's
so
going to be in
hype.
Brawl. I've got this
Oh
feel.
yeah.
I've got this strange feeling that Goku will not
He's
be
gonna
in
be
Brawl.
so good.
He'd be too OP.
And then I can tag team with Naruto. It's gonna be so good.
Oh
Can't wait.
man. Naruto, confirmed for Brawl. You heard it here first. Brawl's probably out by now.
Brawl? Brawl's
Sorry.
been out for a while.
Yeah,
though.
Brawl probably will still be out by the time you hear this. There's a good chance. Sorry, what's it called? It's just Wii U, isn't it? Smash Bros. Wii U?
Super Smash Bros. 4?
Yeah, they're just calling it Wii U at the moment, and also calling the 3DS version 3DS.
That's really creative. 10 points to Nintendo's creative team.
It's just like the
Golf clap.
Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, what do you guys think about Mario Kart 8? You looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'll play it.
I'm looking
play
forward
it,
to
huh?
Tropical Freeze. That comes out next week.
Ooh, I'll have to beat you on the leaderboards.
I entered a contest
That's
to guess
right.
how many bananas are in a box, and if you win the contest, first prize, you get a Wii U. Or no, you get a Wii U with the game, but you also win a trip to go snowboarding. Yeah.
Because of the Tropical
Oh.
Freeze.
Yeah, get it?
Yeah. You can see me trying to work this puzzle out, and that's why I didn't do any more of these in the main story. I was like, you know what, I'm going to leave them.
And then you get a slushie from your 7-Eleven, and you're like, here's your tropical freeze.
Yeah, at the moment, this big slushy, because it's summertime, is Jamaican Me Thirsty. So very, very witty.
Anyway, Tomb Raider.
Yeah, so I'm trying to solve a puzzle, and I suck at puzzles in games. I'm good at shooting things in the head. Not bad. But I am not particularly great at...
What to do?
Yeah, it turns out I was doing it in the... Because I was pushing the crate first, and that's all it takes to fuck it up. I should have just came over here first. But, you know, I got there.
Turns out this puzzle was actually too simple for your complex mind.
It is. I overcomplicated it in my brain. Which I do that, and sometimes I'll be like, well, this is a solution, but no, this is too simple. This can't be right.
I like how
You
the
do it all
fire
the
just
time.
completely
You're
burns
not-
up those body bags.
It's the track.
You're not the type of person who looks at details.
It's true.
We talked about this, remember?
Yeah. That's why I'm not allowed to play video games anymore.
Well, the show's over, guys. Hope you
No.
had fun.
Couldn't solve
I was
it.
gonna say-
Gave up.
After this game, every game is gonna be played by me. God damn it.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch you play Dark Souls. I'm legitimately excited for Dark Souls 2, even though I haven't played Dark Souls 1. Which I'm gonna have to fix that.
Treasure.
Yep, that's it. So that's my reward. Did I get an achievement point for it? I forget.
You better.
We'll see.
Otherwise, what's the point?
But yeah, these are optional, which I think was a nice touch.
Really?
They
She
kept in
takes
there.
one little piece of treasure.
The rest
One
of it's
smart
rubbish.
cookie. I suppose she would know what is
And
treasure
isn't
and what
valuable.
isn't.
Well, look how much she hasn't got a lot of room to carry things either.
That's true.
This
isn't
game,
like some
this
Zelda
game,
shit.
yeah, this game does that thing where it's like you literally everything you get, you see on her body. There's none of this like pulling it out of your ass business that some games have. When it's like all the guns end up getting strapped to her back, and actually it's really nice too when she's like running. They'll like actually animated them like jiggling around independently, like they have physics applied to them, which is really really cool. But yeah, so there we go. We raided a tomb. That was pretty exciting. I don't think I raided any more tombs in the game after that. I think I started. Someone was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna burn through the story.
Well, so you're saying it goes all downhill from here?
No, there's some really really cool stuff coming up actually.
But there's no
How
more
did-
tombs in the game, so what's the point?
Oh, because there's a story. I can follow the story
Oh.
instead.
Didn't
Oh,
you just go through a waterfall?
Yeah.
How did your torch stay lit?
Yeah, that was an inconsistency I was wondering about too. So the waterfall that was inside the cave made it go out for that puzzle, but walking outside with it's fine apparently. You actually get an
Weird.
upgrade later on where you get like a little flint thing, so you can actually light the torch at any time, which is quite cool. I like the upgrades are all really subtle things, like environmental survival things. It's not like you unlocked the crazy ridiculous thing. It's like, hey, you found a lighter, now you can light your torch at any time. And you're like, sweet. There's some guys. Oh, you haven't seen me kill anyone yet, have you, Jess?
No.
Wow, that's about to change. That water looks really
Spoilers.
nice. Very impressed by the water effects in this game.
I feel like these are like two neighbors yelling at each other.
Well, that's good though, you know, that's kind of like, it makes it feel natural almost. I like it when games have that natural sort of, you know, really often you'll have characters talking back and forth to each other and they sound really stilted and unnatural, whereas this is very, you know, put some guys in a room and make them have a conversation.
You have to actually kill them though?
Well, it's hard to sneak past them without them noticing me.
Oh my god, you set him on fire!
Yeah.
What? How'd they know where you were?
It's really, really good AI, I suppose.
Oh no, I heard this silent bow. She's right over there.
Well, I suppose she did have to lean over the crate to shoot the arrow.
Yeah, there was one stealth bit in this and I kept getting like really fucked up on like the AI. All of a sudden went spastic good and I was just like, oh my god, guys. You guys are really cruel. Yeah, I played through this on hard, I guess, so that might have had something to do with it. I never felt like the combat was unfair. I just had a tendency to like go in guns blazing instead of trying to be clever about it, because that's the way I play games, right? I Leroy Jenkins everything.
Uh,
Don't have the patience for this. I'm just gonna run and run
you
and gun.
can't make World of Warcraft jokes.
You're right. I should be ashamed of myself.
That's a World of
No.
Warcraft joke? I thought it was an internet
is.
joke.
Well, no, it started on WoW.
I thought it
'cause-
was a YouTube joke.
No.
The whole thing was fake.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, Leroy. Yeah, they put on the
No.
whole thing for the video. That's why they only captured that moment.
They didn't capture just that moment, though. They captured
yeah.
the entire, or they were going to, because that's what people did back in the day.
I
is
thought the
that they
people
would-
involved said that the whole thing was set up and was kind of like a joke.
Not as far as I'm aware,
Look at that! Whoa, what a jump!
because that's what people did back in the day. Was they would record their guild going through raids and stuff like that.
I'm going to try
back in the day before streaming. Now I can stream all the thousands of hours of my online gameplay, which is boring as shit, and thousands of people watch it anyway.
Yep.
You sound bitter, Dylan. What are you doing? We're sitting here recording over the top of footage in the hopes that people will watch it and...
I don't know.
We're a bunch of hypocritical jerks.
Go to twitch.tv today.
I don't have
Watch
a
all the
Twitch account.
Warcrafts.
I guess having a Twitch account in Australia is kind of like, it's not a viable thing to
Twitch is
upload.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh.
streaming from Australia isn't the most optimal thing.
Even that, if you're gonna stream on Twitch, it's gonna be shit. It's so laggy and never stream from Twitch.
I was just watching Casey play Minecraft on Twitch and that was running alright. Yeah, streaming anything from Australia.
Did you just like... Did you just like
What?
shoot an arrow in his dick?
I'm pretty sure that bows aren't stronger than human necks. That would snap easily.
I don't think it's about breaking his neck, I think it's about like suffocating him, but if they made it long enough to actually suffocate someone, you'd be there for like 10 minutes. So I think they just sped up the animation.
Right.
That guy just melted. Oh, that's why. Because there's water there. I'm like, he just melted.
Actually, I don't think I noticed a single glitch through my entire playthrough.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is a little bit, because I love capturing glitches on while I'm playing.
Should have turned on that that hair texture thing, so you would have had crazy hair all over the place.
Yeah, that'd have been pretty funny, actually. You can't do it on the consoles, though, unfortunately.
You can't? Well, you can do it on the PS3 version.
Oh, PS4 version has it. PS3 doesn't.
Yeah, but you can turn it on or off. It was just a thing that they just threw in, just because.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
Or maybe that was PC. I don't know.
No, it's the PC version, because like they have a physics engine dedicated just to handling your hair in a realistic way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only the PC version, and it like apparently eats a shit ton of RAM on whatever computers you use. What are computers using these days? And it uses gigabytes. Uses up all the gigawatts. Whatever.
Oh man, look at that wacky shirt. Escape key.
Yeah. LOL. How
Computer reference. You must like computers.
he does like computers. What are the odds? But at the same time, that's the kind of lame shirt you would expect a lame nerd to wear. So it works because he's a pretty lame guy. So it's actually quite clever, I think. These hipster glass frames. And what a loser!
Hey, Grim, time to button down the hatches.
It's kind of
I
weird.
love
Actually.
it. Random Scottish guy with his...
Yeah, if there's a
little
guy,
cap.
if there's a guy running a ship, he's gonna be gotta be Scottish with a big nose. He reminds me a bit of Captain Haddock.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
He's great.
23 hours of recorded footage on this camera. That's a lot of footage.
There's a lot of footage.
Oh, she's gonna S his D.
Oh,
Can we take B-roll, please?
Jess.
Wow.
Who are you, Sean? Is that what this is?
Filler 15, 3, and action.
Okay.
No, he would have been like, oh, he's gonna fuck her.
And slice them down to bits.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah!
Oh, something like
Fuck your
that.
shit! Oh YOLO!
We love you, Sean. I love you.
Wait, why did this guy get mad?
Because he sucks at cutting fish, and he's just a shit guy generally. It's just he's
You're
just
on a
general
boat. You
shit
should
guy.
know how to fish cut.
He's
I like the
walking
fact there's a
bowling.
Kiwi guy in here. I can't think of any other game outside of New Zealand story that has a Kiwi in it.
Far Cry 3? Oh wait, no, never mind.
Damned.
Oh, who was the Kiwi? No, Far Cry 3 didn't. You thinking of Vars? Vars wasn't a Kiwi.
Close enough.
Can we have a Vars? We need to do a Vars appreciation video. He was great.
The audience demands...
I love Far Cry 3.
You know that.
I thought after Far Cry 3 I would have been sick of tropical islands, but this game proved me wrong.
Just take it from the top, okay?
You didn't dig Far Cry 3?
Gordon Ramsay in editing.
You didn't dig it?
Dr. James Whitman.
I've got
Filler
to
15,
try to get myself
34.
into it. I've got to play through it again because I know it's a good game, but
No.
I just gotta make up the time for it. I don't have my own video game show, so
Yeah.
So much. I can see charts on the back of my
I still haven't played Blood Dragon, but I really want to.
About Yamatai being in the Dragon's Triangle.
Remember when you
Right up
found
my
that
alley.
on your
But
phone?
that's a story for another time.
To me just
yes.
Look at all this exposition we're getting. What have, I forgotten what we've learnt because I didn't put subtitles on because I'm stupid. Is this talking about
That's what my
why they go into the island?
Tomb raiding, blah 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 blah.
ran on instinct.
I think this is pretty much it for the exposition. I think the battery dies at the end of this
He would have been
bit,
so proud of
thankfully.
you, Mother.
It says she's 24 minutes left though.
We're getting
Oh.
closer to the storm.
Well, maybe that isn't the end.
Whatever's coming, we'll get through it.
So motion capturing in games, that changed everything, didn't it?
Yep.
Remember back when characters used to just raise their hand up and down, and that was like, that was acting?
Now that we got motion capture, we can fire all the animators. Oh, we're out of a job. Oh no.
No, they still, I think, because the animators have to like link one animation into the next. But- Oh, that's it! That's it for this episode!
No, it can't be.
We got a pickaxe. It was very exciting. Well, thank you, Jess. Thank you, Dylan. Join us next week as something happens. I've forgotten what happens next. I'm sure we'll kill some people, which will be fun. Everyone loves a good killing people. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Jess. Don't say bye then.